up, Stackers? Big Stack McGee here. How are you doing today? It is Saturday, February 26th, and it's a beautiful sunny day where I'm at. Chilly, but sunny, and snow melting everywhere, so it feels pretty good. You see, I have this nice big orange Guardhouse box, which probably gives away what I'm about to do, adding more to my Guardhouse collection of silver quarters. Before we even get started with that, I'm going to go ahead and just show you where we're at. All right, so this thing's getting big and heavy. Essentially, we have room for 50 rolls of silver quarters in here. $10 face for each one of these. And as of right now, there is 10 slots remaining. All of this right here is $10 face each of U.S. silver quarters. These ones up here are my AUBU, and that's about a roll and a half filled. And so there's room for 10 more rolls. And so that's the story so far. And of course, we got the next chapter here, so I'm looking forward to digging into that. Before I do that, just a little bit of some thoughts on kind of current events and things that are happening. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but clearly with the invasion of Ukraine and all that kind of stuff, there's unrest in the entire world. Of course, the markets here in the United States going up and down and up and down, all that kind of stuff. Crazy that they've pretty much skyrocketed over the last couple of sessions. But, I think if nothing else, what it reiterates to me is just the point of being prepared on multiple different levels, okay? I do have my own preps when it comes to just stuff for our family. Lots of extra food, lots of extra cash, lots of extra ammunition, things that you could potentially need and use that they are good to have on hand. I've got plenty of all that stuff, which is fantastic. But also stuff that's going to retain its value. Gold and silver. At the first news of invasion in Ukraine, you saw the metals markets shoot up, as the world looks for safe bets, right? As you read our news articles and all that kind of business. But for those of us that stack, we're all aware of how important it is to have assets that are going to retain value, even in the worst of times and things like that. It just makes me feel very, very personally thankful that I discovered the intrinsic value of gold and silver and how that can play into your own personal journey as you pursue financial freedom and wealth. So, again, no comments on any of the other stuff other than I hope things get resolved soon, that we don't become some kind of long-time war that we get a part of. That scares me a little bit long term of what's the larger picture with all those kinds of things. But it's not going to change my resolve from what I'm doing personally for my family and all that kind of business. But all right, we're going to tear into this. Let's go ahead and unpackage this. I've ordered this probably 2 weeks ago, something like that. So I think we're at high $22 silver, which feels pretty great considering that the price has gone up quite a bit. So let's tear into this package and we'll just see what we got this time. Okay, we have 2 more rolls of silver quarters. You'll notice these are not from my usual source. When I get a chance to shop around a little bit on eBay, a lot of times I get from the same place. But in this case, the prices of these were significantly cheaper, and I was happy to come across this. Let's see what we got here. All right off the bat, a nice full date 57. Let's go ahead and I love that sound of those silver quarters clinking together. All right, my first impression is that I'm very happy. Not only are they definitely full dates, but there's very little wear from the ones that I'm seeing here. You kind of arrange what I got here in this roll. Yeah, very pleased. I don't see much in the way of worn silver like you can sometimes. Let me see if I can find the worst one. This appears to be probably one of the worst ones. A little bit slicked out, 44 but not bad. And of course, a lot more of extremely good condition. Wow, there's a lot of 57s that are in really good condition. Here's just two. And these are not the ones that are on the top either. See if I can't get these side by side. You know when you have good condition coins like this, that's very little silver is worn off. Another 44, but that's in just fine condition. Here's a 50. Again, not a slick, but it has some circulation wear. All in all, like, quite good. Here's a sharp-looking 52. Nice. Let's see if I can find what the best condition coin is. I don't see a lot of AU coins here, just real solid examples. Like here's a real, again, real strong 48. Not a lot of wear. Like again, that's fantastic. So some older date, 90% silver quarters, mostly 50s, 40s and 50s. That's kind of cool. I don't see a single 60. Interesting. I don't think that was in the listing either. All 40s and 50s. Okay, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to push that to the side, and maybe I can kind of lay them out a little bit better at the end, and before I put them in the box, and we can see what the rest of them look like all together. All right, what do we got off the top? Another 57 on the top of this one. So I'm wondering if this is also going to be 40s and 50s. All right, let's see what we got here. Yep, so far 40s and 50s. What's this? See, I thought this might have been a 60s because really good condition. Look at this 57. That's magnificent condition for a 50s quarter. So yeah, no 1960s, all height dates. Oh, I'm wrong. I found my first 60. So this isn't exclusively. And here's a classic 64 with very little wear. Okay, so I guess it is not fully 50s and 40s. I just found another 60. So I don't know if it were. I just got lucky, maybe. Very cool. See if I can find the worst one here. Maybe a 40, that 44. Like I said, not bad. Some cool toning on some of these. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so I think the worst one is probably this, in this roll, is this 44. Definitely circulated. Okay, so that's probably the worst one in this one. All right, some toned coins. This is neat. Kind of the upper half of this. It's got some cool colors. I don't know if you can see right up in here. Some rainbow. And here's another one that's got some cool toning. Again, I don't know how much this can come off. Here's a 56. Just some kind of dancing rainbow colors on this one. So I like it when the coins like come in good condition like this. Lots of 40s and 50s. I'm going to flip these all up so that George Washington is facing up. I think I'm just going to give you a quick pan. I don't want to spend too long on this video, but just so you can kind of see the condition that these are in. So I feel pretty fortunate. So yeah, when I buy 90% silver on eBay, it's usually a pretty quick venture, and I can't even remember the name of the place I usually get my stuff from. It usually comes in the tubes that have the blue and white on them, and they're very consistent. They sell as full dates, U.S. 90% silver quarters, and never really disappointed by them. Very little, few slicks. But this case, I have them saved on my eBay, which is great. But then I'll also, if I have time, I'll look for some other better deals. And this was significantly better. But let me go ahead and display this quick for you. Apologize for the camera bumpiness, but this will give you an idea of what we're looking at. I'm going to give you a slow pan. Gotta love that 90%. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab these 2 new coin safe tubes that match the rest of them, and I'm going to quickly, I'll put this in fast forward, but I'm going to get these boxed up. Okay, all packaged up again in the nice coin safe tubes. How about I just spill them all over the place? That sounds like a very big stack thing to do right now. Alright. You win some, you lose some. And I dropped 2 on the floor. Fortunately, folks, my floor is nice and clean, so I can tell if they're there. Alright. There we go. Alright. So, adding these to the lot. 1, 2. We're getting closer. This feels pretty great. There are 8 tubes left needed here. So, we have 40 regular rolls plus 2 AUBU. Actually, more like 1.5. Not full 2 rolls. But that feels pretty good. I mean, 40, this right here, this 40 here is essentially $400 face. Does that sound right? 40 times 10 in each one. So that's going to be pretty great to have this filled up. This is getting heavier and heavier. Holy cow. Nice, good weight to that. All right. Very fun. So thank you for sticking around for that video. I hope that you enjoyed that. I really can't wait to finish this project up. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that everyone out there is doing great. You're working hard, saving up in the stuff that we know keeps its value over time. Intrinsic, precious metals. This is Big Stack McGee. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.